Okay, well, it's an old debate, but there are many aspects to the debate about Tess Holliday. And as someone who has a considerable amount of weight still to lose, I'm not going to call her a great big fat pig and come at her aggressively. But I want to reopen the debate just for a moment to talk about the deep sense of connection. Now, why do we do anything, right? Well, there's many aspects to the Tess Holliday debate. One aspect is the body positivity. One aspect is the money that Cosmopolitan makes from putting her on the cover. One aspect is the health ramifications of being grossly obese. One aspect is the feminist aspect of it. On and on and on. I just want to talk about the health aspects. Now, science doesn't know everything. So with a great big giant grain of salt, for those of you who have seen my my stress test results, the stress test results, and I'll put the link in the description box, are telling me that my health is in a perfect state almost. I'm in the best health I've ever been, and there are no issues, even though I am probably 35 to 40 pounds overweight. Now that 35 to 40 pounds of extra body weight I'm carrying on me is less loose skin, but still a lot of adipose, a lot of fat tissue. However, the sport that I choose to do gives me life. It gives me purpose. It gives me a happiness. It is my drug. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do recreational drugs. It's my drug. The weightlifting is my drug. Now, were I not powerlifting, I would bodybuild and I would do calisthenics and I would be a lot leaner. My goal, my mission then would be to be around 200 pounds, maybe even 190, and super lean and super rock hard buff. But powerlifting affords me to be able to be a little bit overweight. Now, Tess Holliday, can she afford to be a little bit overweight? Yes. Can she afford to be 200 pounds overweight? No, no one can. Now, you may be built like a tank. You may be built super tough, but eventually your poor health decisions, unless you are taken out by an accident of some sort, car accident, or you fall off a cliff or something like that, eventually your choices for your health will catch up to you. I lived with my mom and dad, watching them. One went one way where she didn't care about her diet, and the other one went the other way where he cared so much about his diet that, granted, he was able to be by her side all throughout the toughest last year of her life. There were still aspects of his diet that could have contributed to his getting cancer. But then again, we don't understand cancer well enough so we can say, yes, it was because he ate X, Y, and Z. Okay. My dad also was a dentist who was not required until the last 10 years by OSHA to wear a mask when he drilled in people's teeth. And a lot of the times, people had mercury fillings, and he was breathing in the mercury. And mercury, as we know, is toxic and a carcinogen, meaning it causes cancer. But back to Tess Holliday. I don't want to come off like I'm on a high horse. And again, this video is about connection. You have to make a connection. And even Tess Holliday now is starting to make a connection, because I'm sure the woman has read the most evil, venomous things that people have ever had to say when they fat shame someone. And I'm sure that because words have power, because words hurt, that Tess Holliday has been affected by by social media, by the things people say in social media. So here's what I'll say. I watched a Russell Brand video where he focused on the Tess Holliday issue. And I agree with Russell on all accounts. What resonated with me most is what he said about connection, because he also says something about connection. And on the Snake Diet channel here that I have, I do my best to assist people who want to make a deep connection to purpose. Russell Brand said that there's no public utensil that can do that for someone. I've said it before, well before I heard Russell Brand say it, that I can't provide people the hard stimulus that will make whatever it is that needs to switch in their brain switch, and they focus and they start getting the job done as far as turning their health around. I can't provide that. Maybe I can through maybe something that I've said, but I just published a video where I said what provided the stimulus for me was a traumatic experience that my mother had. There was no philosophy that came with it. It was just me seeing something so awful that it turned my brain around. Made me go the other way. Made me start really giving a shit. So, I mean, this stimulus is something that resides in the person, in their inner drive, in their stream of consciousness. It's my humble opinion that we can best facilitate a person to make a deep connection, one that will be unique to them, through what we perceive as the truth, and truths that we have used to achieve success in our own life first. We can wing it and speak from back there, but we all know when we hear the truth that comes from experience. So if these truths have indeed been fruitful in our application of them to our own lives, then with a free conscience, given that we're willing to reassess that which we see as the truth, and with a righteous sentiment attached to it, with that righteous sentiment underlying our actions, we can consider sharing these truths in our life experiences. We can consider this a righteous duty that we have when we have a receptive audience. And to do this without any type of expectation of a reward is the true meaning of service. So when we get in a debate about Tess Holliday, or we get in a debate about the best pathway to take for a given end product, we have to remember to keep our cool, weigh our words, and if those words happen to be hurtful to the other person, then sometimes it's so be it. Because, as they say, the truth hurts. Truth hurts a lot. Okay? When my mother had her stroke, I found out the truth. I found out the truth about leading a sedentary lifestyle. I found out the truth about what a lifetime of eating sugar and no exercise, I found what will do to you. I found out the truth. I found the hard truth. And doing the snake diet was no problem. After a year of that, it was no problem. That stroke primed me to be able to do the snake diet. So it's a tall order for me to ask someone who's never had that experience to go full throttle on the snake diet. They don't have the pain that I had going into it. But it's my duty to keep making the videos, because someone out there is going to see the videos and be inspired. And I know I've inspired a lot of people so far. I hope to inspire more. I hope to be inspired by the words that they say to me, because you guys keep me going when you give me positive comments or when you give me negative comments. If I get trolled, trust me, I turn that I turn that negative into a positive. So again, it's getting almost too late to say Happy New Year. I think after the 7th, I don't say Happy New Year anymore. You get like a week of saying that, and everyone's like, okay, yeah, Happy New Year, Mama. I don't know. Okay, so you guys be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.